sir.
All right, I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. The Metroid Fusion, yay!
Yeah.
That's about as much as I'll probably say, unless Jack starts a conversation. Yeah, it's definitely a game, that's for sure. We're going to be getting no items, by the way.
Bad game,
I mean, it's better than SM, so I mean, let's... I'd say while a lot of SM runners watch, shots fired at you guys.
God, I hope this kid is removed from any future events.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I completely missed the first wall jump by not wall jumping.
Oh, nice.
I mean, if you want to be pathetic, give us the second wall jump.
You failed like the first trick in the game.
Yeah, listen, that's the hardest trick in the game. That's where almost every reset happens. I could probably talk to the beginning because it's very like rudimentary stuff that's not really, very intensive. It's just go to this place, go to that place. I gotta talk to Adam and get my orders. This is 0%. I know a lot of you might think like the 0%. I didn't know that was possible. I know 1% is possible. Recently, well, it's always been possible to do 0%. Recently, though, ZX497, I believe his numbers are. I really don't remember. It's ZX, by the way. It's just ZX. Yeah. This guy, he found a way to clip into respawning blocks that push Samus out of bounds, and we figured out that using that trick, we can get on the other side of a once unavoidable missile tank in a morph ball tunnel, so that way we can hop around it. Before you would have to do a shine spark and hold it across, I think, 5 frame perfect jumps with 7 frames of error, which is about 0.12 seconds. So good luck getting that in real time without a whole bunch of pause buffering.
Good luck getting it even with pause buffering.
Yeah, that's only 4 people have ever done it that way, and it's
only one person's ever finished.
Only one person's ever finished the run in single segment.
Oh,
do it
really?
using that method.
Yeah.
JC recently got it when this was discovered. I've come close a few times, but Ridley always decides to screw me over. Whoops.
So don't forget to talk as much as possible during the nightmare fight, Herc.
Yeah, totally. Listen, during the nightmare fight, I'm gonna go dead quiet. Also, another thing to note is that the trick that I mentioned, you can only do it on the English version, which is why I'm running this slow, crappy version.
And of course, as soon as everyone kind of starts leaning more toward Japanese is when we discover it, so...
Yeah, seriously.
It's like, yeah, we can finally drop the English version. Just kidding, we have an English exclusive out-of-bounds trick that helps.
Yeah, or you can do 0% on Japanese, but good luck, because you gotta do it the old way.
And most of your RTA time game would be taken away from the excessive pause buffering.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, though. I mean, that's the only real reason to do it, though. I mean, that's the good thing about it, is that your RTA time will be, somewhat consistent with English for a while. After and while doing the trick.
I mean, really, you're not going to pause buffer enough to make up to lose, like, the 3 or 4 minutes, but you'll still be pause buffering a lot to get that old method.
I should probably mention that I actually haven't had time to practice this category, so we'll see how this goes. Should be an interesting run. Though I'm one of the only 2 runners of 0%. I have been doing any percent runs for the Fusion tournament, so I think I should be okay.
Yeah, the biggies are just the later fights where they are slightly different to worry about.
Dang it.
Like Nightmare, Ridley, those guys are going to be problematic. And Yakuza. Really, any boss that's like in the second half of the game is going to be annoying to deal with.
I accidentally shot 10 missiles. Whoops. Ooh, that was close. was a pretty good fight. So, Arachnus takes 15 missiles to kill. Since I don't have 15 missiles, and since 10 is all I will ever have throughout the run, I have to rely on this pea shooter beam to take him out. Usually I only fire 9, but I accidentally fired 10, so thankfully I got a green X-drop. Got really lucky there. X-drops in this game, by the way, they're not random completely. If I have full health, I will always get missile drops, and if I have full missiles, I will always get health drops. Though if if I'm lacking in both, it's complete RNG as to whether which one I get. So during this run, I'm gonna try and stay as much at full health as possible. Also, my voice is going to be ahead of the actual gameplay for the entire run. Mac OBS is amazing because it doesn't allow capturing of desktop audio yet, and unfortunately my PC setup isn't completely finished. I've got the capture card that I'm going to use for it, but I don't feel like installing Amarak since me and JC have another way of capturing it without having to use Amarak. So...
So you don't know any way of fixing it at all?
Well, the reason we can't be in time with the game is because Vesper is the one capturing the audio for us for the commentary. So his is going to be like in real time without delay. Unfortunately, the stream delay coupled on top of the other stream delay for Hitbox is why our voices are ahead.
Okay.
Oh, dude, shoutouts to SRX. Sector 1, right? So we're in Sector 1. This is SRX, not Speedrunning Expo. Speedrunning Expo would be SX because speedrunning is one word. And this sector is going to be very, like, move through rooms and shoot stabilizers. There's not that much to it. It's just a lot of moving without taking any hits or getting hurt. The goal here is that I take no hits and stay at full health. And I already took a hit. Great. This is why I don't talk.
Yeah, that was a good stabilizer room, for the most part.
Yeah, it was okay. I'm gonna have to stop here and pick up a green X from one of these guys.
Yeah, I'm guessing the shooting a ton of missile strat or node room probably isn't a good idea on
No, definitely not. Oh, that worked. I got lucky with 2 pirates, so we're good.
That was a good pirate room. It's also always neat to watch 0% because it really shows you how much you take your missile count you have for granted.
Yeah, seriously, it's pretty important in this sector specifically for missile count management. Even in any percent or any of the other categories. Wow, that tinked? Great game. Basically, in any other category, missile management is super imperative at this point. It's very, like, a focal point because it can make or break a run. And any percent or 0%, that's pretty much anywhere in the game until we get charge beam, which we are about to get. Oh, wow, I made that jump? What? Okay, cool game.
You even got the landing, too. You didn't have to grab the ledge or anything.
I know, that's what I was surprised about. That's why I got jumped through the door. I was like, wait, what? Aw. Come on. Oh, these eye doors, by the way, complete RNG. They're the worst part of the game. They can fire up to 4 times between 0 and 4. 0 being the best, 4 being the absolute worst. The first eye doors that we do, they shoot 3 rounds until we hit them 3 times with missiles. That was a double. That was not, but please, eye door or core missile, whatever. Let me turn this down actually on my end. Hard to think. So the eye doors, they can fire any amount of time. It can fire up to 12 beams for the first door and the second door, so being 24 beams. We don't want that, and thankfully this charge beam is very, very broken. It has 3 parts to it. Each of the bits, top and bottom, do 10 damage each. And then there's the flare portion, which does 6 damage. So it can do 26 damage total if all 3 bits hit. The flare is around Samus's arm cannon, so it doesn't fire out, so you have to be really close for that to hit. But it allows us to do pretty cool tricks, since it does so much damage, like how I damage boosted into that stabilizer to kill it from the inside without having to go all the way around. But yeah. I should probably explain that as well. Double missiles effectively let us skip around for the core beam or the core X's. The idea is we want to hit 2 missiles on the same frame. So what we do is we try to manipulate the core X to fly into 2 missiles that are stacked on top of each other, or rather close to each other. So it can deal double the damage on the same frame. And that's pretty much all the explanation there is. I mean, it doesn't get more complex than that. It's 2 missiles on the same frame, on the same side of the hitbox to skip around. Like on the charge beam, that usually takes 4, but I was able to hit 2 missiles directly on top of each other on the first time that I shot downwards at it to skip around.
Yeah, that actually becomes noticeably more problematic in 0%, especially towards the late game enemies, because a lot of them will require like usually 6 missile hits in total to kill the core X's. Mm-hmm. And of course that becomes a bit of a problem when you only have 10 missiles. If your missile count isn't very good at the end of the fight, you will likely have to farm a little bit, depending on how RNG treats you.
But now that we have charge beam, we don't have to worry about the eye doors anymore, because I can, wow, nice elevators. I can just walk up to the doors and just fire the beam point blank and just skip all of the other rounds associated with them. So I won't have to try to do doubles on eye doors or anything like that again. Also, when I was in front of those eye doors, you saw me jumping and trying to fire missiles. I was trying to stack 2 missiles on top of each other. I failed both times, or every time I tried it. And it's the same concept, where if we can hit 2 missiles on the same frame, we skip around. Though those are much harder, since it's we're not manipulating anything. It's a stationary thing. So we have to try to find a good distance to fire 2 missiles, to where they will stack right on top of each other and be able to hit on the same hitbox on the same time. It's pretty difficult to line up. Also, post Odin as much as you possibly can. Capital O-D-I-N.
Unlock doors and grab more items.
Oh snap! Jagger G's here. Jagger G's here. Oh snap!
Ew.
Jagger is famous for a lot of things in this game, but nothing notable. I'm just kidding. I'm only joking. He's actually he has a lot of strats that only he goes for, it seems. But everyone now, and since it's 2016, is starting to go for them, like reverse ice missiles,
yeah,
and reverse Ceres tank.
So that means you're gonna go for both of those tricks, right, Herc?
No. Yeah, okay.
This wouldn't be a Fusion speedrun without Jagger strats.
Yeah, right? Reverse ice I might try once. Sarah's tank, my thumb is not up to the task for that.
Okay.
So yeah, Sector 2, this is a great sector.
Get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Generally, I recommend like saving before each sector for anyone like starting out attempting a low percent run.
yeah, but I'm not most people, and neither is Jagger.
Yeah.
Actually, Jagger is, he runs a lot of low percent for Fusion. He, I believe, yeah, pretty much. I did that as well when I started out, and I have now an amazing speed run. I can't even say that with a straight face. It's hard to say. I'm terrible at this game.
It's okay, everybody is.
Yeah. But somehow I'm still in the
You're
winner's
definitely the
final.
man for the job, though.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, this is a marathon, and like 0% is a category in which you pretty much have to go in expecting to die at some point. You know what I mean? It's like it's just that difficult.
I'm very skilled at that, sir.
Yeah, and Kirk has actual experience in a marathon setting, dying in Fusion, so he's an expert.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I've died in several marathons and races, so you know, I think I'm overqualified for the job, really.
Yeah, sure.
So this is Zazabi, also known as I like to call him Condo Monster. The frills are for her pleasure, everybody. So Zazabi can jump between... The worst he can do is 12 jumps that are wasted, and the best he can do is 3 wasted jumps. I believe that's 6, 7, 8. That's average. 9. Okay, cool. What a guy. Or no, that may have been 8. In the first round, he can waste between 0 and 3, but in the second round, it's... I completely messed that up, by the way. Thank God he gave me a good one. Good pattern. Fudged that up as well. He can do 1 to 4 for his second round, and 2 to 5 for his third round. I need to stop talking.
Why are you still talking?
I brought you people in here to do that job, and I'm still doing it.
I'm still waiting for when we're supposed to start.
I'm waiting for you guys to chime in.
Yeah, so it basically has the potential to waste between 3 minimum and I believe 12 maximum jumps throughout the fight.
Yeah.
And like either end of the spectrum is extremely rare.
Should I go for sack
Typically
skip?
you'll get 7 or 8.
Yes.
Should I pause
well,
more?
if you save right before, absolutely.
Oh, well, we're kind of at the point of no return, so just do it. I'm just gonna pause more, guys. And I'll stay on this trick for another 30 minutes. But I'm sorry I cut you off. Continue.
Did you save right before?
I did not.
Did you save at any point before?
Nope.
Oh. Well, there you have it.
Stunned silence.
Can't believe you.
So the answer is most definitely do not go for sack skip.
Definitely not.
You haven't.
Yeah. Well, you should be watching. You have the link.
Oh yeah, I know you didn't go for it. I was just saying.
Oh, right.
Piece of
Because the
advice:
delay.
if you haven't saved, don't go
Wink.
for sack skip. Low
Totally
percent.
didn't go for it. Wink.
So, like, after, kind of behind the scenes, like, backstage info, I've been trying all this time to figure out how I'm gonna watch the stream and commentate at the same time. We finally got it to work, and, like, I can actually load the stream.
Nice.
However, because I can't change the quality of the stream, it lags so much that I can't even watch it and have Discord actually run at a reasonable speed at the same time. So
Oh, dude,
I guess
that's
I won't
the
be
best.
watching it after all.
I'll just tell you what's happening. Oh wait,
I know what's happening.
I'm doing terrible.
I
That's
have
what's
done
happening.
a lot of low percent runs.
Our ultimate
Yeah.
objective is to make Herc talk as much as possible, to put him on tilt as much as possible.
Listen, no. What am I, Pinball Wizard?
Was this a Kirby game?
That's funny.
It's a pretty sweet GDQ run.
That's awesome. Kirby Tilt. That game is amazing. If you haven't, if no one knows what we're talking about, I believe it's, I don't know what the hell the name of the game is, but you basically
Kirby's
play a
Tilt
Kirby
and Tumble?
game. Yeah, Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, that's what it is. You basically play the game with your GameCube as the controller. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was one of the those gimmick Game Boy Color games that had a rumble feature built into the cartridge itself. So I guess it had a gyroscope or something. So like you plug the cartridge into your Game Boy and you could use motion controls with the Game Boy to control it. So if you want to capture it, of course you would want to plug the cartridge into a Game Boy player and then capture off the TV. But then you normally use the Game Boy to tilt and tumble it because the cartridge has the gyroscope. But since this is a GameCube, you have to carry the entire GameCube to tilt and tumble that. And it's a marvel of speedrunning accomplishments, I suppose.
And also very topical for Metroid Fusion. Because I am tilt and tumbling my way through this run.
Sure.
You're really gonna get
That's totally relevant.
Sector 3.
Oh, shut up. Reset heaven.
Oh yeah.
Unless I nail it first try, which I doubt.
And then you'll die early.
Oh, yeah.
Or Yakuza. Or
Nightmare.
anything, really.
Nightmare.
I was about to say, Nightmare's kind of the obvious one there.
Oh,
Yeah, he kind of skipped right over it, went to Ridley and Yakuza, assuming I'd get that far without dying. Please.
Hey, well, you know, I gotta have hope.
Listen, man. I have gotten to Ridley without dying.
Yeah, and then he died.
Yeah.
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 Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, we're good. I
Bot's
lied.
giving you a bit of trouble.
Well, we're not in Sector 3 yet, so...
There's giving you a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
The core.
Well, I failed about 3 doubles, so...
So you're playing like me. So you're on
Yeah, a
good
little
pace.
bit. Yeah, I'm on amazing pace.
Are these Jagger strats yet to be used in the run?
It's,
Yeah, seriously. No, they've been used in runs. Jagger does them all the time. No, I was having
That's
trouble
good
with, it was giving me troll patterns. Basically, Saris can, that was Saris, by the way. These boss fights go quick, and you really don't have time to, oh, nice missile. Don't have time to explain
ideally,
them.
you should go and you should die in 2 hits. It turns out, Saris has 50 HP. I don't know if you've gone over like the damage values or anything.
I have not.
Okay, so the charge beam.
Oh, I actually have the charge beam, yeah. That's
Okay,
about it.
yeah,
though.
the charge beam does like 10 damage per half of the beam itself, in addition to 6 damage from the flare underneath the gun as you release it. So you can do 26 damage per shot if you shoot it point blank, and both parts of the shot hit. So ideally you kill it in 2 hits. Whereas it would normally take a bunch of misses. However, some runners may be notorious for taking up to like 7 hits to kill Saris.
Oh no, low height.
And,
I missed low height by like pixels, man.
and other runners may make fun of them, saying it should be theoretically impossible to take more than 5 hits to kill Saris. I promise you it's possible.
Theoretically is impossible. You have to hit him with just the flare at some point.
Yeah. Several times.
Yeah, several times. I like your response. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. We're all here.
It's interesting. The difficulty in the low percent run starts off with pretty much Sector 2. You're thrown right into a portion of the run where you're normally expected to have at least one energy tank, and you don't in this category. So each enemy in the sector does 45 damage, and you'll die in just over 2 hits.
Yeah, that's another thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning of this run. Enemies in this game do excessive amounts of damage. So at any point in this run, I could just be 2 hit and die.
That's probably because throughout the game there are 20 energy tanks.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason. I think they put some in the way too. Yeah. Well, they put some directly in your path, so it's like, hey, take this. You're like, oh, thanks.
They help.
Yeah, and then you proceed to die about 50 times. Just great. Also, I'm gonna stop talking like right about now.
Also, saying getting double hit and then dying might be somewhat of an understatement, because there's a lot of attacks in this game that will just, if you have 99 health, will kill you in 1 hit.
Hope he saves.
Oh, cool.
Oh, thank God.
Well, I messed up already.
Yeah, you said you were gonna stop talking.
Yeah. Wait, did you see when I entered the sector?
Oh God.
I didn't have enough speed, like, before I fell off the ledge, so I didn't have any horizontal speed. So I kind of fell, like, sooner than the parabolic path was just off.
Good one, Herc.
I haven't reached maximum velocity. I'm too smart sometimes, even for myself.
You did a short charge.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, you're welcome, man.
Inventing new speed tech.
Yeah, new speed tech that's never been used before in any other game.
It's 0% only.
Alright. Serious time for me. You guys can keep talking if you want.
Yeah.
So now Herc's going to try and do the Bob Skip glitch. And Bob Skip uses a clip where basically you try to spin jump forward into the block as it's reforming. Once you do so, the game will knock you to the left side of the screen, do a little bit of moving around, and Samus will come back out to the left of Bob.
Yay!
And then you just shoot out the little block and jump over it. Or bomb over it.
Nice.
Tricky.
That's pretty good.
Like, that was recently found, like, sometime this year, actually.
April by ZX.
April? Okay. So, the old method required managing to get a shine spark in the room above. You might have noticed when passing by a plant barrier thingy. It normally requires super missiles to destroy, but shine spark does it as well. But it's extremely difficult to get a shine spark all the way into the room and then get low enough to actually not bonk on the ceiling to get through the barrier. So
I should be safe here, but I just wanted to save anyway.
Just save anyway.
Yeah.
That trick used to have, that trick used to be very difficult to accurately describe and still sound difficult. Like, to even sound half as difficult as it is. Because it's like, I mean, people describe it as saying, well, it has like 5 frame perfect jumps, and then like a frame perfect jump, 7 frames of leeway, and that kind of clashes. The whole frame perfect and then several frames of leeway thing.
It's like you have several frames of leeway, but you also have to do like several jumps. So like in the end, it ends up like being, you probably have to do quite a few frame perfect things on the way.
And you'll never know until look into tool-assisted running or trying to optimize vertical movement yourself with like frame counters and such, it's exceedingly difficult to optimize jumping in pretty much anything. And in addition to that, there are tricks to land sooner on platforms by straightening up in the middle of a jump. It's just really hairy.
Yeah,
Really
it's
nice that there's finally a glitch to make it a lot easier. Unfortunately, it's also a lot slower in game time.
a little bit, but not by much.
From what I heard, the old method was about 15 seconds in-game faster.
It's 15 or like 13 seconds or something like that. It's something like pretty close to there. I mean, still, 15 to 13 seconds doesn't make that much of a difference. Hopefully.
Quarter of a minute.
That's true. Difference between a 47 and a 46.
And now Herc is going to go advance the plot until he has the next hard trick to do, which are all bosses.
Yeah. Which is, like, coming up. Actually, the Megacore is the first boss where I might legitimately die.
What?
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic. It's like normally, especially in any percent, it's a really easy boss. You just like get inside it and shoot it, and it dies in 4 hits. But that involves taking damage, which
We can't do.
really don't. You can't take much of in 0%.
And if I don't juggle it just right, then Wow! Screw
It
you!
gets really unpredictable, really quick. Like it follows a sort of a trajectory. Like it sort of tracks you in a really roundabout way.
It, like, tries to take the most direct path to you, basically, and it's a pain in the ass.
It's pretty horrible to try to keep track of, and basically it'll keep flying off screen over and over.
You can tell how difficult it is because of how much he's grunting.
No, I just do that on Friday nights. Right, Jack?
Yeah.
Right?
We do
Oh,
it.
yeah. Can't wait to do all that grunting at HDQ with you, buddy. We're gonna enjoy
Okay.
Friday night. We're gonna enjoy Friday night, man.
You want to invite Mickey and his brother?
Yeah. Dude, who doesn't?
Right? Why else would you meet up with dudes like that? Like, come on.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what are we, not on Craigslist?
Seriously.
Also, beeping strats are the
Well,
best.
Bring along Caleb and Triax.
Sorry, only Metroid Fusion enthusiasts allowed.
Oh, then what are you doing there?
I'm special.
Special ed.
Oh yeah.
But Triax
I'm only
is
kidding.
in
I'm only joking.
Metroid Prime Hunter's crew, right? That counts
Oh,
for
yeah.
something.
Oh, definitely. Those guys are awesome.
Wait, there's more than one person that runs Hunters?
Yeah. And it's nobody in the Metroid Hunters crew, I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh!
That is correct.
Did you die?
No.
Oh, you got hit by the core. Oh my god, I knew it! I knew you do that. I knew you just fucking run into it. Oh my god. You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
And there's a risk of falling in the water there as well, which makes it exceedingly difficult. Technically possible to still dodge the core, but
Yeah.
good luck with that. You gotta be really quick on your feet, and really lucky as well.
I lost the juggle and I got it back, so we're good.
Nice.
And I got a really cool shot.
There's some weird frame thing that just happened.
Yeah, that happened. It happened before. I saw something about it. We posted a clip of it in the Fusion Discord. For whatever reason, when you kill the Core X off screen, it like does this weird like visual thing where it scrolls up the screen. It's weird. I have no idea what causes it.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
It's the second time that I've actually noticed it, and I have no idea what it is. Ow! I'm sorry, ouch. Please.
Wrong sector.
There's a big difference.
What do you mean, wrong sector?
Ouch are in sector 4.
Sector 6.
No, they're in Meridia.
There's an enemy with like spiky. I guess there is one in sector 6, isn't there?
Yep. There's like a few actually.
He was an understatement.
Oh yeah. Been a while.
Yeah. Jagger, why did you stop running this game, man? You were the best. You were destined to get the 45 first. All of your 1 second saving strats. Dude, it was your strats that was gonna get the 45, and it'll be your strats that get the 44.
The record is 47.
Well, for 1%.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess if you get one fewer tank, that saves like 3 seconds, right?
Well, I mean, give or take, depending. I mean, not really, because, I mean, as you pointed out, it's 15 seconds faster to do the original Bob Skip.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Save the Animals is still in the lead. If that ever goes to kill the animals, my run has to retroactively end because this game no longer exists. Don't kill a good run. Save the animals.
You guys should go ahead and donate to kill the animals, because then fusion won't happen.
I mean, technically speaking,
you would at least have an excuse for dying.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, technically speaking, since everything up to the point where you basically find out about the animals in this game is not necessarily decanonized by that.
Yeah.
Can we decanonize the rep?
That's not canon. Screw what Nintendo says. I don't care. It's not canon. It should be shot out of a cannon, yeah, but it's not canon.
Sorry, Jacker, are you a fan of the story?
Oh, that's right. Jagger runs the game.
Story?
I don't mean the game. Like, he can run it, but like, you know.
Yeah, I'm okay with the game, but
we're talking about the story.
Yeah.
I don't want to trigger you accidentally, Jacker. Trying to be
It's kind of dumb.
Alright, good.
Kind of dumb.
The story is complete
He
garbage.
said kind of dumb.
You're right.
Kind of.
He can't trash his own game. I mean,
Yeah, like, he can't commit.
I mean, after you spend so much time playing a game like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well,
like,
my stance on it, like the game itself, my stance has always been it's kind of okay, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's the only real opinion you
precisely.
can have of that kind of game.
It's like not even. Unfortunately, it's not bad enough to become a main game.
Which is hard to believe.
Unfortunately.
It's very hard to believe.
Yeah, it's just like. Well, like I said, it's kind of okay, I guess. It's like really the middle of the pack, and that's the worst place to be
It's not like pinball.
as a piece of entertainment, you know?
Pinball is the best Metroid game. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean,
Also, I need to find if anyone runs Metroid Pinball, hit me up. I need a runner for that.
Dude, why don't you ask Uchiha? SDA.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran the past couple.
He ran it the first one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
Really, both?
I think he ran it for both of them.
Also, if you run Federation Force, let me know, because I need to find a runner for that for the Metroid Marathon.
No, that's alright.
No, I seriously want to have Federation Force in there.
the game
Because-
like just came out. Like,
Well, that's fine. But
That doesn't mean
people
they're runners.
people run games that come out like the day they come out to claim free world record and start running the games.
AM2R.
Like, yeah, AM2R, they've been running that game forever. But apparently, you know, people are not cool with streaming AM2R for the Metroid Marathon, so we'll just do Federation Force since that's what Nintendo's cool with, I guess.
Why don't they want to stream it? Oh well, like
Because cease and desist order.
Against every streamer.
No, to the creator, and Twitch has been.
That's not really relevant to.
It's not.
Streaming
it actually
culture.
like they haven't made any declaration on it, and it's not in the ban list. But
It's not. Like people are still on edge about it.
they've done like takedowns on people's accounts on
Like
games that aren't even on the ban list. So
Project M
yeah,
for being one of those games.
Well, Project M, the only big thing is that they don't let partners stream it, and also whenever they had the biggest tournament they ever had, which was after like its stuff stores started getting cut down on it, they told the streamer, even though the streaming channel they were using wasn't partnered, because it was like the biggest Project M tournament ever, they made them actually stream it on Hitbox.
That's crazy.
so why don't you stream it next gen, huh?
Also, Emergency and Franker Z, by the way.
No, it's an emergency in Odin.
Emergency and Odin works, I guess, but I mean, it doesn't fit the rhyme.
Yeah.
I don't care about your rhyme.
Rhyme
If you
time!
want rhymes,
This
go back to
is
school.
poetry.
Also, we have a song that goes along with this segment that Jagger himself had created.
I don't know if like I don't have the timing on it though.
He doesn't even have
Like
to
I
strum
don't
it
know when
on.
the parts coming up in there.
That's okay, I can sing it. I'm gonna butcher it, but I'll sing it.
To main boiler explosion.
Excuse me.
I made a whole song for it. It wasn't very good, but I like the bridge, the chorus or whatever.
It's coming up soon.
A one, 2, 3. Come on.
Now. Oh, he didn't go for it. Never mind. I said now. Wait, I was hoping he'd go for it. He
I
didn't.
thought you were.
I was okay. I'll go for it next time.
I'm not singing that. I signed up to commentate.
No, I was talking about Jagger.
Oh. He's not.
I thought you said you were gonna sing it, so I was
Yeah, I
like,
know, but I thought
now,
you're
that's
the
not fucking
creator.
lyrics.
Yeah. And now, those are the new lyrics, the Herc version. Remix. Whoop whoop.
Cover of Jagger G's classic.
Yeah, the
Emergency
classic.
Franker Z. Timeless for emergency.
The debut of the remix.
Neoclassical approach to emergency Franker
Ah!
What happened?
Z. You die?
Minute. To main boiler explosion.
Oh!
No.
Stretchy.
That's stretchy. It does that all the time.
Oh my god. That's stretchy. Does that.
Stretchy's a butthole, dude.
Can we ban Clueless for using a bad emo meme?
Emergency in sector 3.
The one where you gotta freeze him to get up.
No, it's
No,
the one
it's-
after. The one that like hangs on the right wall that you gotta climb. It'll like sometimes just decide to fire one of those fireballs at you and snipe the hell out of you.
6 minutes.
Ugh.
To main boiler explosion.
Good run, ruined by a jerk. Ah! No! Nice B button pressed, dumbass. Oh, the wheels are falling off, everybody.
If there's like truly a safe way to get through that room,
There's not. I mean, there is. I could have frozen him, but what were the odds of him sniping me? Apparently very high.
Pretty
Oh, crap. I missed it. Whoops. I'll hit it on the next run around when it comes back.
and this is exactly why the estimate is 145. So like normal any percent run is like
115, 118.
English version is like
120,
117. Low percent run without deaths would probably be around 120.
125, 30.
Oh man, all this conflicting information.
But we, as I said earlier,
Screw you,
we
jerk.
go in expecting deaths. Probably like 5 or so deaths.
To main boiler explosion.
So we basically have to like the high end of bad luck.
So did JC get 47 or did he ties?
Yeah, Spidey Whitey, please.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
He has a
S.
he has a 53 with Spidey Whitey.
Really?
Yeah. Spidey Whitey's only ever completed one single segment, and so is JC. They both have 53s.
Wow. They need to somebody needs to work on that.
Yeah, that's gonna be me all the way up until HDQ.
I mean, oh, okay.
Specifically so he could get meter on.
Yeah, specifically so I can get Jagger to run it. He told me he wants a 48 single segment from me before he even picks up and does 0%. What a guy.
Well, RTA doesn't matter because it's an inferior timing method, so never.
Yeah, in-game time is life.
So technically, you are correct in that the Shine Spark method is the fastest skip.
Oh boy, I'm in lava.
So if you can find a way to do it without pause buffering, that'd be
Good luck.
And it takes around 2-ish minutes to pause buffer your way through it if you get it the first crack.
Yeah, my advice, good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only real advice there is.
Essentially, no one's really consistent enough to get pauses on the exact frame you want to pause.
Yeah, we good.
It winds up essentially being kind
say hi.
of luck in that it's like beyond your own skill
Oh,
to
Bob's
get
gone, guys. Sorry.
it. Rip Bob.
It's okay. We're going to all leave you eventually, Herc, and it'll just be you commentating again.
Yeah, that's not gonna be a good thing. Something to note, once you skip Bob, you can't get him again. Because once you get super missiles, the room state changes. So, Bob is tied to that first room state when the door, you can walk through that right door. When that door gets destroyed and you can't go through it, it's a different room state, and Bob is no longer in it. That's kind of why they put Bob in the that morphball tunnel there. So you can't miss it. Because if you do,
is the other way around, probably. But yeah.
So I mean, at that point, it's if you don't get it, you lock yourself out of 100%.
As a result, I think the developers. Well, this is always speculation, but I think the developers figured out that you can skip everything except that tank, and just never actually expected anyone to figure out a way to skip it. So they actually ended up putting in a special ending for the Japanese version of the game, where if you get 1%, you complete the game.
Really?
A different ending finisher. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you get 0% of items, it doesn't give you that special ending. It gives you the normal ending.
How would you know?
For any percent.
Well, you've never done 0% next gen.
Yeah, but I know it does that.
Oh yeah?
He's as special as me.
You cheating over there, bro?
No. I just saw someone else who did do it mention it.
Oh. Wait, who?
I don't remember. There was like a post in the Discord a long time ago about it. Or like from somewhere, either the Discord or the Skype somewhere.
Likely
okay.
either Biospark or Dragon Fangs.
Yeah, I think it was
Likely.
one of those two.
It's probably, yeah.
Dragon Fangs, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, is one of the original fusion runners and tool-assisted specialists of the game. He's been at it since like 2004, and Biospark came along pretty much as the superstar of fusion, probably around 2005ish, and like he's been extraordinarily dedicated, more than I've ever seen anyone at a game before.
Well, I mean, there's... Oh.
And he also
created...
Yeah, there's always
I started talking and I almost forgot my place in time, and I thought I was doing... I thought I was doing a tournament race. I almost went to get that tank down there, endearingly named Fred. Because I one time ever have grabbed that, and nobody in my chat ever lets me live it down that I grabbed that tank one time.
So is that pulling a Herc?
I guess. Though,
Wow.
for the longest time, pulling a Herc was talking to Adam during emergency. We're going the wrong way
That's a really
entirely.
common one as well.
Yeah. Though it seemed like nobody else did it but me.
Dude, why is Hubert mod? What the heck?
I know, I'm upset.
What is wrong with this staff? Why is Hubert
I'm
mod?
upset with you, Varen. I am not a mod in there, but but Hubert is? What?
Hubert's a mod? Elm is a mod? Like,
Yeah, what is going on? I'm left out of the group. I'm like not a part of the cool guy group, apparently.
You could
Like,
always
what-
try
what am I doing
exclamation
here?
and ban Hubert. That should work.
let's see.
Elevators
No.
work.
Doesn't work, man.
No? What does it do? Like all one word?
I'm not
Did you put a
cool
space
enough,
in it?
man.
One
Come
word.
on.
What? Hubert says somebody's not cool enough? Oh my.
I
This
know,
is-
right?
Am
Isn't
I
that
dreaming?
ironic?
Is this a nightmare?
Isn't it ironic?
Unironically saying people aren't cool.
That's
Whee! I'm just
Alright.
messing around.
Now what are we doing? Oh yeah, fusion.
Oh right, yeah,
Kirk's
this
getting
game.
an item so he can go fight a stupid boss.
I actually, if you look at the stream, I'm just messing around for a second there because I lost my place in time and wasn't paying attention.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm awesome at this game, guys.
Teach me.
Yeah, somehow. Ah! I screamed too early.
Dude, thank you, whoever timed out Hubert.
Give me his mod that he just lost.
Dude, the screen's frozen. Vesper.
You sure it's not on?
Yay! Oh no, it's not. It's on my end. Whoops!
Oh, is it? Nice.
It's my capture card. My capture card sucks for this.
Yeah, we're totally not splicing live.
It's just single segment.
Oh, I'm doing. I'm an idiot. Strats.
Did you hard lock just like Paulsmore during your race?
Not yet.
I'm waiting.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
When did he hardlock during a race?
He hard locked that Yakuza when you were about to finish.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did that on purpose because he killed himself
Yeah.
during during a close race that he was winning.
Yeah, they even the odds.
Yeah, explain that one to me. Oh, I'm winning a race. Here, let me just kill myself. What?
That's how I feel every time.
I thank you, Paulsmore, though, for pushing me to the winners final by just completely throwing it for the kingpins.
I gotta rewatch some of the matches.
Yeah, don't watch any of mine because everyone dies during mine.
Or watch for the first time.
The only one you need to watch is Ross
Versus
versus Eagle.
Oh, that's a good one. I commentated that one.
Yeah, it was pretty spot on. Not gonna lie.
Me and Mobius did, I'm pretty sure. And man,
Who?
Mobius man, CJ.
Sorry, I don't know anybody who is a fusion runner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I don't know anybody that's an SM runner either. So who's this Jack fellow?
I just came in to chat it up with you fellas.
Dude,
Sorry
you know
if I'm intruding.
Dude, my favorite movie is Goodfellas.
Yo, nice. Good choice.
Is that a sequel or like spin-off to Goodfellas?
No, what's Goodfellas? I know Goodfellows, but I don't know Goodfellas.
What's
I know,
the difference
good
between fellows and fellas?
Yeah, what's the difference? I don't see a difference. I piss a lot of people off when I say that.
Right.
I like Goodfellas. You know that movie Goodfellas? What? What the hell are you talking about?
It's the rich people versions of this one.
So did you
The
I think you
fellows.
didn't remember to attempt the reverse slice.
Oh, yeah, he is not cool.
I'll go back.
On the Jagger scale, you are like not cool.
Like
out
the
of
ring
Jagger.
states are different, so
I know.
Like-
I'll go back. You know how far I have to go back? That's like 30 minutes. I'm gonna go back 30 minutes for that. Not doing that.
Come on.
Alright, I'll go back.
Sick.
Oh, let me just reset my game. Did that power bomb go off as I went through the door? I don't remember. Oh,
It
God.
did.
Oh, good. Oh, God, I don't like this part. Everyone avert your eyes. This is gonna be terrible.
Yo, you're about to fight the easiest boss in the game.
Is that after the hardest boss in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the most difficult part in the game, the most difficult boss. Ah! Dang!
Good start.
It's really difficult.
Did you grab the E-Tank?
I didn't do it.
Come on.
I'm so good at that jump, too. I never miss it. Only in a marathon.
This usually never happens.
Yeah, it's happened before, but usually it doesn't.
It's a really tight window.
It's 4 frames, I think.
There's something really wonky with the hitbox, though. It's really deceptive. Like, you
It's
gotta jump through the
garbage.
corner of the tanks.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. I didn't even get to my most hated part in the in that gauntlet either. The worst part is that is the pirate on the in the next room.
In the bottom one? Or... Oh, the first one. Yeah.
The first one. You don't know where he is.
Yeah. I like
Complete
aim
random.
forward and still get hit because the beam comes too fast.
Ow.
Like that.
Oh boy. Nailed it.
Imagine doing this without resetting. Dude.
Ah, you.
So then,
Did you die as a pirate?
The pirate! Every time! He's such a
Yeah.
jerk! You don't know where he is!
Oh.
He's got in the feed.
Holy crap! He was completely off screen. You scrolled
Dude,
just
it's the-
enough.
It's literally the worst pirate. It's literally the worst part of 0% because you don't know where he is. You gotta guess. You gotta hope that he's on the far left so you can dodge it. If not, you got a beam in your face.
it's essentially as bad as Mega X.
It pretty much.
And,
Okay, he went to the left.
people when they
Please.
play the game, they typically make a big deal about the bosses, but it's everything in the game is freaking tough to get past.
Honestly, it's not even the bosses that are hard. It's literally just getting room to room sometimes.
Nightmare.
I better nail this boss first try.
I suspect there's some kind of adrenaline factor that goes into making the bosses more viable to get past. Whereas the enemies, you just don't expect them to be an issue until they're like shooting your face off.
Pretty much.
And it'll happen all the time.
That's the most entertaining first round of the boss ever.
Yeah, right?
Literally sit and wait.
Well, I mentioned, like, towards the beginning that a big issue with the 0% run is that you don't get any energy. Like, most games for you in 2 or 3 days. Another big factor, surprising factor in the low percent speedrun run is the lack of ammunition you get. Normally, in an N% run, you want at least 40 missions to deal with the later bosses, starting with Yakuza. And you'll start to see here, like, you have such little ammunition that you have to wind up resorting to the beam, which is significantly weaker, or, well, significantly slower. And as a result of being slower, it means you have to dodge a lot more than you normally do. It makes a few bosses significantly harder. Like, more so than just having no energy. Having no energy and being like 3 times as long a fight.
Being an idiot, like, and me being an idiot doesn't help either.
Like super close.
5 energy.
Yeah, that's.
If I didn't hit him that last time, he was gonna spin right into me. It was over at that point.
Yeah, so you gotta have lightning fast reflexes in addition to having more lightning fast reflexes.
Ski hunters
throughout the fight.
These ski hunters can kill me in 1 shot.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Don't they do like 100 and like
137 damage.
Yeah.
With their stingers out, they do 137 damage.
They do that probably half the time, roughly.
If they can see Samus, then yeah. Also, Ice Beam from Sax kills me in 1 hit.
Yeah, they can
I'm still going for the
White
strap.
or Sting. And
Yeah.
Sting will do 137.
Honestly, I took those deaths in that on purpose so that way I can try and meet estimate, because if not, I would go way under. Being a good guy.
Being a good fellow.
I'm being a good fellow.
Like they say, good feathers flock together.
Very well said. Wow, way to go, idiot.
You know, this category is kind of one of my. It's ironically one of my favorites because it you have to not take it very seriously to get through it, because otherwise you're just gonna quit long before you get any good. If you don't take it seriously, you have a lot more fun. It's actually a fun challenge. Like, even if you're not into speedrunning.
This safe, actually.
It somehow feels less arbitrary than a lot of
Definitely.
gimmick runs.
Yeah, at least you don't have to do 1% anymore and feel like crap. This is the quote-unquote true.
Also, there's a recharge room right here.
that nobody knows about.
Well, now everybody watching this knows, and you can tell your friends. It'd be
What?
super cool.
Dude, I never even knew about that.
Alright, I pressed B when I was holding the right trigger, and it didn't lay a power bomb. Cool game. Also, here's the run-ending key hunter. Get out of here.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Oh, baby, here it comes. Oh, sorry. Steel Panther.
Dude, you should, I'm trying to think of a song with Trish.
Shocker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You should do that one. Just
The
sing it for us.
Oh, man. I believe... What's a good lyric from that song? You can spot a rookie who's been using the shocker. He walks around town with a pinky that's brown.
Fucking A.
That, has no other meaning. He's just dipping it in chocolate. He Willy Wonka's factory.
Because he's doing one.
Hey, he's
one
shocking
part of
people. He's Charlie Bucket.
He's dipping one hand in like white chocolate and the other one's in like brown chocolate. You know, like
Christmas Queen.
So Metroid Fusion is a pretty cool game. I like it.
Listen, this is the perfect commentary for this category.
It's the only commentary worth considering as valid.
Seriously. I mean, honestly, it's like you said, you can't take this category seriously. You know you're gonna die at some point, so you may as well have fun with it. You know, whatever.
I don't know how many runners have taken my advice on this, but I actually have recommended that people just do a 0% playthrough just to learn more about the game itself, to learn more about the boss pattern and
That's actually like very useful, honestly, in a lot of games.
that translates really well for any percent.
I think that's why I'm so good at any percent, because I did the same thing. I just started doing low percent runs. Honestly, I did the same thing with SM too. Like, I would do like low percent kind of stuff, like grabbing like no items and stuff like that in item randomizers and go fight Ridley. And now I know how to fight him like perfectly. Look as he bark, look as he barks so free, bark, bark.
Yeah, but why would you want to play that?
Missed the mark. Shame me.
I am disgusted.
No, wait. Looks like we're doing this on the first try. Whoops!
You gotta schedule the kick here.
That's okay, I'm just gonna pull a Jagger. Marathon run, not gonna save a Nightmare. Low percent.
He's not that hot.
He's not.
He's like your first time through the game. A lot of people consider him the hardest boss in the game.
Uh-oh.
But he's a boss you can learn to deal with.
What? How are you not dead? I'm so screwed.
But he often just doesn't die in 0% rounds.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! Oh
There
my
are a couple ways you could deal with him. There's one strat where you just never let him stop, and then that way you could essentially play jump rope with his face and just shoot him every cycle. Eventually, I get the impression that his I guess the area he stops in increases. So, like when he gets down to the critical, it stops in. But by then you've done a lot of damage, so it'll take probably 2 more rounds at least. 2 or 3 more rounds, but not much more than that. But I believe it is faster to make him stop every time and deal with
Oh,
his movement. after
I'd
that.
rather deal with the movement.
So many close calls, sir.
And this is why I'm a master.
Oh yeah.
And naturally, as with any boss, like once you beat the boss itself, the fight is not over until you defeat the core and get the ability.
That's why I don't like you
Very
doing
common.
that.
It's very common for people to breathe a sigh of relief and then get wrecked by the core.
Dude, he should have been, like, following me, like, well before that. I don't know why he did that. That was dumb.
Just like how people should be following Jack.
No. They should not.
Damn it.
If they had like quality content, they really should.
If they like quality content, why are they watching me?
That
Marathon.
Speedrun Expo.
I guess so, yeah. Speedrun Expo is top quality content. Just my run is just poop garbage, apparently.
Yeah.
I've played so many times. The Frank Jersey bark, the busy bark, so free bark, 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 bark. Let's save a little bit closer to the boss this time. This is the time I'm gonna kill him. Even though I was really close last time, he just kind of screwed me a little bit. And especially in the beginning of the fight by not dying. Ugh. Jerk. Also, this fight is significantly different from any percent. Usually we go like right into his arms and like we don't care about taking damage because it speeds the fight along a lot faster. This category I kind of do. It kind of dictates the outcome of the fight as you saw last time.
Oh yeah, you'll notice like it's a lot different from the other categories where there's kind of an exploit for the first phase where if you destroy the first well not destroy, if you do enough damage to put him into the heavy gravity phase, when he's really high in the it'll take him a really long time to get to where he starts moving in the second phase, but he's still vulnerable. So you can take out the second phase before he even gets to where he can hit you. So that helps out a ton in not taking damage. That means you could actually take a hit in the final phase.
The reason why you can keep him going in this jump rope phase is from scrolling the screen left to right. He won't stop if the screen scrolls, basically, because then it feels like he still has to, he's not in the same style as Samus, so he has to keep following so he can catch up. So by doing this by walking to the right and then walking back left, as you can see, like the door, Oh, I'm a liar, apparently, because he decided to stop for no reason.
I never really knew exactly what it was. I just assumed it was kind of an area momentum.
It's an area, but like also like it helps when like the screen is not scrolling. Alright, well, he's trying to make a liar out of me, apparently.
Yeah, sometimes you find out a lot
Oh!
of items on Overlord. And
Sorry.
sometimes you find out a lot of what you don't understand about bosses. And we actually, I feel like we develop a lot of superstitions when we run things. Things, just luck that's out of our control. We just want to believe we have some control over it. It's like,
that pattern that he gave me to that when he broke out of that, it's random what way he moves after he's done that slow creeping phase, because he follows an invisible dot in the room. So it's impossible to predict which way he'll go, but the way that he took before he started to follow Samus was impossible to dodge just then.
If you fight him the exact same way every time, he'll always move in the exact same way. But,
yeah.
Well, like, with the same speed. If you fight him fast, he'll usually do the same thing. But, yeah, if you're...
oh, what a jerk!
If you're not used to killing the first phases, it gets really unpredictable quickly.
We're just gonna do this, I guess. Or not, because he's gonna stop right there for some reason.
I always try to go as far right as possible.
Oh, why?
And like space jump in the middle of the room and hope that he doesn't do an extremely difficult to dodge pattern.
He does it all the time when I don't want him to.
Yeah.
Like, it's complete random which way he moves, and like, if he gives me an impossible to dodge pattern, then there's nothing I can do about it. He literally...
a minor thing you could do that a lot of people don't know when they play the game is that if you're charging your beam and you're space jumping around, you have this pseudo screw attack effect where, like, normally if you jump into an enemy it'll do damage, but for whatever reason certain types of objects, such as Nightmare with arms, don't interact with the pseudo screw attack at all, so you can actually jump through its arms just as long as you don't touch the body itself. There's also a little bit of box. You know, just like some weird interaction where it doesn't take away your charge beam, and since it doesn't take the charge beam, it lets you go through it instead.
Also, since I have the plasma beam, I can do damage per frame now, since it passes through enemies. However, Nightmare's face is 1 block deep, so it's like, hitbox, it only hits for 1 frame. So I can only do the maximum amount of damage that the plasma beam does, which is 27 damage fully charged, I'm pretty sure.
That sounds about right. Yeah, it's actually... turns out to be a downgrade from the wide beam, which does 45 damage in exchange for the damage per frame.
Sorry, Herc, but it's time for me to go.
Oh, you're gonna go play a bad game now, that's cool, I understand. And then you're gonna cry later when you die and lose a good time. Right?
No.
It's so weird. The Z is backwards.
You better not get a 44 while I'm not there, man. I mean, I hope you get it, but you'll get it.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
This freaking terrible boss.
Yeah, this boss is great. Good luck, Jack.
Alright.
Yeah, if I stall long enough.
Fun fact, when I was getting into speedrunning way back in 2004, this is the game that introduced me to the speedrun thing. I was brought in by a 1% damage lift demonstration. That was really awesome, and I wanted to do Well, I wanted to do 1%, but
Oh no! Oh man, my cat took my ride. Yay!
did it freeze up?
Yeah, don't worry. I went to it unfroze at a great point.
Okay. Just to keep track.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're moving on.
So, it was back in 2004 when Speedrunning was archived, which History Lesson was a website, and it still is a website that hosts a bunch of speedruns at high quality. And that was around the time that it was just starting to get starting to accrue runs for various games. Kind of started out with Metroid. Well, it started out with Prime, and then added in Prime, yeah. And of course, with Prime came all of the other Metroid games as the community of Metroid 2002.
I heard a very audacious claim that Metroid Prime was the game that coined the phrase any percent.
I would presume so. Essentially, the meaning of any percent is just whatever it takes to beat the game as fast as possible, no matter what you pick up, what you leave out. It doesn't matter as long as you complete the game.
Yeah. This is a very bad spot to be in because I forgot to save. So here's what I'm gonna do. Not gonna be cheap at all, or slow in any way. Gonna lay that there. Oh, we're good.
So there are some cases of games where what you would call a low percent run is the fastest any percent run. It's not the case in it's not the case in any Metroid game. Maybe.
No, I don't think so. Oh, I froze him. Holy crap. That's really hard to do. Also, I'm totally saving right here, even though this save station is, like, never used. Ever. Wow, way to take a hit, too. Get out of here. This is a save station, by the way. No one ever knows about it, because no one ever goes in it. Except me on this one occasion.
It's an outside box.
Nope. I'm in lower sector 4 right now.
To the right of the upper fish room.
Yeah.
Like bottom right?
Bottom right.
Yeah, after Nightmare, as mentioned before, it's not necessarily just the bosses that are the issue. Yes. Everything. Especially in lower sector 4.
Everything does so much damn damage, that's why.
It's like everything is flying around the room at weird angles, and they're really big enemies. And they got projectiles and stuff. It's crazy.
Ah, come on, let's try. Eh. Oh! We in there!
Hey. Oh yeah, so there were a bunch of Metroid runs, and they just pretty much wanted to have a run of like every worthwhile category for any percent, low percent, and 100%, and maybe hard mode for certain games, European version depending on like what the differences, if the differences were significant enough, and things like that. And one of the runs that a lot of people wanted to see but didn't necessarily want to do themselves or didn't feel qualified to do themselves was the 1%, well at the time low percent, single segment run of Fusion. And I believe 2005 Dragon Dark finished and recorded he recorded and submitted a 1% run, and that stood on SDA for a couple years. It was a single segment run. One of the only people to do it for forever. Wound up with an in-game time of 106 because it was extremely cautious. And I was personally a bit like, I didn't say much about it on the forums. I basically said my congratulations. I might have stated my there was some, to be honest, there was some degree of disappointment that, like, it was a 106 and it was on Speed Demos Archive, and I felt like it didn't have much of a speedrun aspect as much as the game deserved. So I wanted to do a better run of it before Biospark came along, and basically proved that he was the only one qualified to do it. So he worked on that for forever, and like he would keep saying, "Oh, like I got this time, but I can definitely get a minute faster." And I would ask him 6 months later, and he would have beaten that estimate by a minute, and be like, "Well, I could still get another minute off." So he kept pushing it more and more and more. And like he wound up finally submitting a 49 single segment run back like I guess 2007 maybe, and that stood for freaking ever. And to this day, 3 people have either tied or beaten it, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Biospark, me, and Herculesbenchpress. That's largely thanks to the fact that doing a single segment low percent run of Fusion is exceedingly difficult. It's pretty much nearly impossible.
As you can see from this playthrough.
And as I said before, I don't know if I said before, but no, yeah, I said before I was running this game back in, like, I found the Metroid 2002 back in 2004. And I picked it up and started playing around with it. And I've been playing it since then, and my very first single segment 1% run was in 2013. It was like 9 years after I've been playing it. And this is after I've actually done 1% Fusion in marathons and had actually practiced it for a long time. But then as pretty much as soon as I heard that Biospark was going to be at FGDQ 2014, I kind of wanted to show that there was development in the community, and I wanted to push Kirby Master and Biospark to race it, and that's pretty much when single segment runs started happening, I think.
Because at that point everyone was practicing it.
Yeah. And that was probably the first time that was by far the hardest I've practiced anything. Probably. And
To be Biospark,
yeah.
and
That was difficult. I poured in, I don't know, like, in the 6 months leading up to it, I probably poured in, like, maybe, I'm sure over 50 hours.
Without authorization.
pretty legit.
And
Warning. No entry without
start to
authorization.
quantify it in retrospect, I guess. Like, I didn't exactly schedule rounds or anything. I just did them whenever I could, basically.
Warning. No entry
Including
without
a
authorization.
day,
Did I save?
so to speak.
I don't think I saved, did I?
I literally ran it for over 30 hours consecutively, back to back.
Motherfuck.
When was your last save?
I don't want to talk about it. I'll say this. At least it was after Nightmare.
So back to the pool. You'll get to play in the pool. Alright. Pool party.
I'll get the floaties.
And that's pretty much what it takes to practice for a marathon. It's just grinding out a ton, just hundreds of hours of runs over a lifetime, pretty much.
I planned on saving before Xbox because I figured something might go wrong. I completely forgot to save. And then something went wrong. Only at Xbox would that happen in a marathon. No other time.
So we call this Xbox because it's a security robot that we call Box and is infected by an X. And Xbox, for anyone who is unaware, is a video gaming developed by Microsoft in the or something. I'm here to explain the jokes. It's pretty clever. You guys get it?
Is Next Gen even still alive? I think he died around minute 19. Probably fell asleep on my boring ass run. It's like, oh, this guy's died too many times. What a scrub.
Can you hear me now?
Ah, Discord glitch.
Oh, you couldn't hear him?
Oh.
Me and it happens with It seems like it happens with certain people. Like it happens half the time to me and Herc.
It literally I literally lose like hearing abilities to Next Gen almost all the time, and it's almost exclusively to him. Except
so
that one
happens
time.
like every time you mute him? That's weird.
No, it just happens randomly.
No, it does. It is a thing where it happens to him.
Oh, okay.
It happened earlier with Vesper as well.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But I'm saying, oh, really? Like, I'm surprised. I completely forgot. I've been playing this game for so long that it slipped my mind. Alright, I'm gonna focus and actually finish the run now. Because I don't feel like playing this bad game for much longer. I'm sorry, this game is amazing, actually. I'm just very very tired.
The bad part of the game is all in his head, essentially.
The bad part of the game is already passed. How did I hit that block even? Alright, I'm gonna save this time, because that's what I meant to do last time. Just save room right here. Totally meant to go to this, completely forgot, and now I'm gonna nail the fight, I guarantee it. Not if I do that. Crap.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
I kind of wish I could go to ADV Cube so I could like offer an incentive for taking the controller for reverse.
Nice guy.
Like, I think he would appreciate not having to be the one to do it.
You're not wrong. Also, this boss fight is completely different. I've kind of just had to come up with a strat like on the fly at one point, just because he takes so many missiles to kill. I need those actual. I'm back. Of all the things I picked up, none of them are Green X. Cool. Great game.
So there's,
Ow.
Like, this is one of the bosses that's actually different between 1% and 0%. 1% you actually get a maximum of 16 missiles, and he only takes 12 missiles to kill, 12 ice missiles. And in 0% you only have 10, so you gotta make up that damage with the super weak beam that hardly gets a chance to do any damage before it's nullified.
Dude, Metroid is my Fusion is my favorite Metroid game too. Yeah, Metroid is my favorite Fusion game.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Where else can you fuse things like Metroids?
Warning.
Also, look at all those Metroids in the background. Yeah, true.
Shout out to Kirby Master.
Shit, that's to me as well because I run that.
Fire alert. Sector will soon be locked down. 60 seconds to isolation lockdown.
No entry without authorization.
Listen, once I started talking, there was really no point for me to stop. So I kind of just kept going, and I kind of lost focus a little bit. Here's the good news. I might finish Underestimate. Might.
Might, yeah. That's an important modifier.
Very important.
So he's pretty much past all of the toughest parts of the game, but it's not gonna be easy at any point for the rest of the run.
Yeah, I mean, Ridley's pretty tough. I mean, I only have 99 energy, and he does do a lot of damage, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to fight him with this low energy, but I think I'll find a way.
There are a couple of strategies that you could there's what Biospark referred to as the cheesing strat, where there's actually a safe spot in the room where you can't get damaged by Ridley. It so happens to be in the top left corner of the room. So if you just completely space jump up in that corner, you can't get hit. And you can shoot Ridley from there. It's just a really awkward button combination.
You'll see. It's pretty funny to watch, at least.
It's really nerve-wracking. As he gets close to the wall, you have a really tight window to space jump.
Also, those gold pirates are broken. You don't actually have to hit them in the back, you just have to be facing the same direction. So if I shoot a beam at them from the front and turn around, the game only checks to see if they're facing the same direction as them.
I feel like it's ambiguous what the intended, they're, I would presume, are based off of the ninja pirates in Super Metroid, which are only vulnerable when they do a dive kick attack, but that was kind of stupid. So something
I'm dead.
that encouraged you to get behind it.
I dipped a little too low by accident. I never died there before. Well, I haven't died there recently. I've died there before, just not recently. I've lost runs to that boss. Like single segment runs to Ridley. It's always a good feeling to lose. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Ready?
Both died to Ridley in the marathon.
I totally didn't just clap my hands.
Yeah, I felt that.
Oh, cool.
So an alternative strategy It's kind of there's a normal way to fight Ridley, wherein you stand on the ground, like stand in a corner and hope you don't get too close to him, and try to time the shots to like force him to and then have him back up away from him. And that's somewhat manipulated, I guess, to a degree. And
Sort of.
I used to do that in my runs. It's something I believe Dragon did in 1.6. And more recently, JRP, the current record holder for 90% and 100%, he also, like, he kind of got it to be more consistent, where he loses less than 100 health throughout the entire fight, the way he does it.
What?
Standing in the corner and shooting it like he does in any percent.
Yeah.
Doing the maximum amount you could do with the, well, close to the maximum you could do with the beam.
I've had it to be like where there's really good Ridley fights where you can kill him in, like, pretty quickly. I don't know, like, you gotta hit him like exactly like right through the middle though, because since it does damage per frame. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm kind of half listening and half playing. Sorry.
Yeah. The wave beam does damage per frame, and you'll notice that Ridley is massive, so that means that he is extremely effective against him.
Oh, so I'm not gonna be underestimated.
It's roughly 10 times more effective than the benefit of shooting him from the ground is that if you're in the air, you have to time your shots along with the way he's moving and with your position while space jumping. So you wind up with some extra time after your beam is fully charged, just so you could get a shot off on him while space jumping. Whereas on the ground, you could always shoot as soon as your beam is fully charged. Like, there's not much downtime at all.
I'm just realizing now I'm not going to be underestimated, and that's largely in part to Nightmare not playing nice and giving me a lot of really bad patterns and, like, going right at me, so oops. 145 is usually a very safe estimate, unless a lot of unexpected things happen, like they did in this run, so...
So, a fun fact, I believe the first marathon run that I gave an estimate for a 1% run was around 215. So,
wow.
If you beat that, it's pretty good.
I think I'm going to be very well under 215.
Oh, good. That's a relief.
Yeah. Listen, this game has come a long way.
It has. To be honest, I was doing that for before doing low percent runs in a major marathon was a major thing. So I was going pretty fast, but I was like totally not concerned about dying like at all. So I practiced, but maybe 10 times tops for a marathon.
Well,
like,
I kind of thought that this was going to be a safe estimate too. Like, I haven't had time to practice because of life and work and, like, all, you know, other things that have been occupying my time. You know, I couldn't dedicate the time to actually practice specifically for this because I've had a lot of other things going on at the moment. I thought 145 actually was a pretty safe estimate, seeing as how my best time was a 134 or 133.
You really can't compare it to best times for this kind of category.
Exactly, because you don't know what the hell's going to happen. I figured I gave myself like a 10-minute, like, you know, whatever may happen buffer. And yeah, whatever may happen certainly happened.
So when I offered it for, like, back in 2014 for a race, I kind of went all out in my submission, because I noticed that Kirby, when he submitted it, he said, like, we could either do this as a 3-way race, or one of us could do a 1% run. And I was like, no, we are doing a 1% 3-way race as a donation incentive.
As a donation incentive. I went all out, but in a donation incentive way. I think,
And it worked.
yeah, hey, it was a hell of a race. I know,
And it raised a lot of money to get it. So.
Yeah, I was thinking about having, since JRP is doing submitted 100%, I was thinking about having it to where they have to donate $1,000 for each item to skip, and if they hit 0%, they get the 0% race, or they hit like 100,000 or something. But I thought that's way too much. It's a good idea, but not really plausible. JRP thought that we should do like a 0% race at AGDQ, and I thought it's probably not the best idea.
There were pros and cons to it. I was really thinking a lot about that during my submission. Maybe I was to some degree selfish just to get myself as a player in the marathon, but it was also really cool just to have the potential to have a single segment run with the best 3 players there to run it.
Oh, yeah.
There was a chance to get a single segment run. And
I
if
think
not, it was still gonna be, I believed it was gonna be a close race. And Kirby and Biospark were like, no way, this is a horrible race category.
Well, the thing is, honestly, I'm not entirely opposed to a race, but like this category doesn't really lend itself well to a race. Not necessarily, because like Bob's skip could either go very well or someone could miss it a lot, and that could put someone very behind. But with 1%, like everyone has like the same opportunities. That makes sense. Like everyone has to get that missile, so it's not like it's gonna like you know, a time-consuming trick that someone has to get or anything. So I mean, it's everyone kind of has a level playing field almost. Oh, that's nowhere close to low height cheese. Oh man.
And I mentioned, like, towards the end of the race as well, that part of my, like, it was part of my plan to do a 1% race, specifically because I knew that it would give me and Kirby a chance to be Biospark.
Yeah, you did.
Because I didn't think a race would be worthwhile if everyone knew that, like, what order everyone was gonna come in. So I was like, you know, we could either guarantee lose or maybe have a chance. I think it would be more exciting to maybe have a chance.
Hey Vesper, time's coming up.
Big
Time.
But I think there are a lot. There you go.
Time like 20 seconds ago. Well, like 10 seconds ago, but still.
Okay. Sorry, I talked over you a bit.
No, you're good. I got in the ship and I'm like watching the power bomb go off and I'm like, oh wow, this is a nice little cutscene. I'm like, oh wait, I'm supposed to call time. Whoops.
Like immediately after you said time in a little bit.
Yeah, I said time like as the ship was leaving the screen. It's like, oh, right. I'm only 4 minutes over estimate. That's not bad for this category.
GG.
Thanks. Wow, next gen, you're still alive. I thought you
Yeah,
died
I
about
know.
19 minutes ago.
Yeah, as it turns out, this is not the only thing I have to do right now. So
That's true, yeah. Thank you for your
Only
help,
thing I have to do.
anyway. Thank you, Jagger,
So
for helping me commentate, even though we didn't do a whole
Anytime.
lot of that. We just kind of just sat around and just talked about stuff, which is honestly how I like my runs to go. It's just very relaxed, very, like, non, like, you know, strenuous or anything like that. I've actually had a very good day. So, like, this kind of, like, keeps in, like, even though, like, I died a couple times, like, I had a good time doing this run, which is not easy to say sometimes when you're, you know, getting destroyed by this game, you know, left and right. But,
And
you
it's
know,
still something only a handful of players in the world have pretty much done. It is a really difficult category to do, and it's definitely, like, even if you don't speedrun it, just completing it is that's a show of talent, for sure.
also, I'm going to do some shameless plugs here, because we've got time during these credits, I would assume, to find a final in-game time, even though I don't think it really matters too much. I don't know, Vesper, do you mind if I plug something that people might be interested in? Okay, we actually have a Metroid Fusion tournament going on right now, an 90% tournament. It's being hosted on Speed Gaming's live on the Speed Gaming channel. I'm really just losing it today.
Speed gaming.
Yeah, it's twitch.tv/Speed Gaming. The banner there brings you to the bracket. We're pretty far in. Me and Eagle are in the winners bracket finals, and the losers bracket is still coming along. Also, we have a zero mission tournament that's starting up as well. If you want to get in on that, I don't really have the link. I'll find it somewhere and post it in the chat if anyone's interested in throwing their hat in that ring. I've done one run and I'm just gonna take part in it because hey, why not? It's kind of fun. We really accept anybody of any skill level if you want to have take part and just have a run with a couple people and have a good time and learn about the game a little bit more.
And it's a double elimination tournament, so you'll get guaranteed at least 2 matches, unless you decide not to show up and get disqualified or something. But other than that, you're guaranteed at least 2 matches, and it's fun, and you will notice improvement. Unless you're really good, then you'll feel like you're terrible.
Yeah. Also, before we get to final in game time, I just want to thank everyone at SRX who is making this run so smoothly. You guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Jagger, and Next Gen and Jack879 for helping me commentate and just pal around with me while I did this run. Good luck to all the other runners with their runs over the weekend. Dix? Hey, I called it!
Hey.
Wow.
For the longest time, that was my personal best as well.
Yeah, I'm okay with this though. It's not bad. 0%, no items collected, or no expansions collected, and died about too many times that I'd rather count. Yeah, thank you everybody. This is a lot of fun. This is a good way to cap off a week.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. See you next mission.